Hey, what's up? Dean, Same Performance. We're at the shop today. Last couple days, pretty much spent cleaning and cleaning and cleaning. Um, so I'm pretty happy with it. Now you can actually walk in my shop. Before you couldn't. And that's a pile of garbage, buckets of oil that gotta go. But now I have room for everything. I put all the big stuff back there that I don't use that often. But yesterday we started on Jesse's Camaro, and we got the whole heater box out. The dash vents are out. I gotta remember to cut that off. So what I did today, I came in this morning, took a piece of aluminum, cut it off, then took the heater box apart, this piece here, so that I can use it as a template. Yeah, a couple pieces broke, but I stuck them back together, made the template, cut the template out of that piece of tin. You can kind of see, whoa, with a plasma cutter, kind of a rough cut. Went through the firewall and did all the nut certs where the big holes were, where the bolts came from the outside the engine bay into the box. So it was these, two up there, one over there, one down there. So all of those, I did the nut certs. The holes were like friggin' perfect for the nut certs to fit. And then the tapped holes, these, that the bolts came from the inside to the outside. I took a 1/4-20 tap and literally just ran it in and out. It took a few tries because it was not easy, but I got those all done. Got the panel. I cleaned the panel all up with the angle grinder, and then drilled the holes in the panel, and basically it's shaped exactly how you see like the heater box was shaped. So it fits really good. In and out 15 times to make sure it was right, the holes all lined up. Finally got it how I like it, and I put a bead of seam sealer on the back side of it and went ahead and screwed it all in. So it looks good. I mean, if he wants to paint it, he could paint it, or we could paint it, whatever. So I think with that done, I believe I'm ready to start on the Terminator X. Now, kind of a couple of different ideas that I have with it. Oh, I see, that's integrated into that duct. Okay. I was thinking about mounting the ECU on the back of the glove box. I just don't know, because that would probably mean I'd have to either drill that hole bigger where that harness is going out to get the harness through, but then I kind of have a feeling like the harness, I don't know. I guess I'm gonna have to take the harness and kind of lay it out. But being that I'm leaving, today is my last day in the shop. We leave tomorrow morning, early in the morning. That's about as far as I'm gonna go on his car. I don't want to start doing a bunch of stuff and then forget where I left off. I kind of want to have an easy day today. So I think what I'm gonna do is Sean's Mustang. I am going to start measuring. So this is roll cage, mini tub, which with the mini tub, Jeff, I cut out the entire trunk floor, and then I put back in I put back tin for the floor. On this car, I believe what I'm gonna do is kind of a lot like what we did with Chris's Capri. He doesn't have a notched, we call them notchbacks, but his is a hatch. So we sunk his tank down through the floor and then built the floor around his tank. I think it's probably what I'm going to end up doing, because this tank is most likely way too tall to fit in here. It'll definitely be centered more. And then, not sure. Oh, I see. It's just off a little bit. Yeah. Put it right. Yep. There's something over there? No. Oh, there it goes. Kind of. It must just be because it's mounted to the floor like a little bit crooked. So I gotta pull all this out, pull the fuel cell out. It's probably full of fuel too, isn't it? Oh boy. Oh, that's good stuff. Oh, it's not full. Only half a tank. Oh, it stinks like booty hole. Yeah. So yeah, I'll have to figure that out. I'll have to figure that out. But what I want to do for today is absolutely nothing. No, but I'm gonna take my laptop. I have the Bentech 7 Pro, I believe. I believe it's Bentech Pro 7. For some reason, I'm doubting everything I say today. I want to go on vacation, but let's see. Let me grab it real quick. Hold on. Yeah, so it's Bentech Pro version 7X. This basically, I haven't really gotten involved in this yet. So what we can do is, see, I have like roll cage templates, so gives you a bunch of different style roll cages. Believe this is the one here. No, maybe it's this one. Oh, sorry. No, that's not it. Alright. Fucking interrupted every 5 minutes. Like, can't just... Whatever. So we're going to do it as an assembly, I believe. No, we have to do it as templates and then assemble it. Or draw it from scratch. Like I said, I haven't really used this much. So basically what you do is pick the bar and then put in your measurements, and it should tilt the bar in if you want it, because like how the body line is on the car, if you go straight down, the bar has to be moved in. Harder to keep the bar tucked toward that back door jamb, if that's what you want to call it. So it'll actually sit away from that at the bottom, and then the bar will come down. There'll be like a big gap between the body. So what I want to try to do is get this angle, instead of being a 45 and a 45, I want to make this angle more kind of like maybe a 60 or something like that. So I have to measure this width, this width, this width, you know, do all these heights and widths and see where I'm at, if this will tilt the bar in or not. It also lets you choose, do you want the inside of the bar, the center to center, and the outside of the bar. I tend to kind of measure outside to outside. Seems to work a little bit easier because I don't have to try and do math or nothing. So I'm gonna start measuring, see if I can't put this in, and if this bar tweaks. If the bar doesn't tweak, then kind of screwed. I'll just have to draw it from scratch. So I'm gonna get started. All right, I am not one to give up, but the only way to describe it is what the fuck, because you put all the numbers into this software and it gives you your main hoop. It tells you where to put the shit. It tells you what angle to bend it. All this gravy, hoopla doopla, yay yay. And that's the first bar right there. Like, so that would be the upright, the bend, and then that would be the roof bar. And it actually was sitting like this, so the angle's way, way, way off. Not only that, the fucking thing is too short. But if I hold that angle pretty good, you can see the damn thing's pointing down, whereas it needs to be more like this. And having it kicked in like that is stupid. But that angle's right because it would sit, you know, something like that. So it points straight. So that angle's right. That angle's too much. But it's too short. Like, what the hell? And if we go down through the floor like I want to, like, dude better cut himself off at the waist. So cool. That's a waste. Then call. You gotta submit a support thing. They send you a patch. The patch says some kind of invalid whatever. Yep, those were the first settings. That ain't gonna work. So flip over to this side. Well, you're getting closer. Still wrong. Still too short. So I have no idea what's going on, but I can't afford, I'll be honest, I can't afford to burn almost $1,500 in chromoly to end up with scraps that are like 10 feet tall. And then, you know, whatever that length would be there, maybe 6 feet, 5 feet by the time you get done cutting it. And there's another one about 10 feet. So the good thing is I can use this for like the A-pillars, door bars, stuff like that. I mean, that's the only bright side to it. But until they figure out what's wrong with the software, because I sat and waited over 2 hours for them to email me a patch, to then sit on the phone for an hour and say the patch didn't go in or something. I don't know. You kind of expect it to work when you spend a lot of money. I honestly, with that piece of shit frame and the die, honestly, I couldn't tell you where the die is, but I bought a die. Like, I can bend a cage. It's a little bit of work and a lot more measuring and stuff like that. But I've never wasted that much tube. I never put 6 wrong bends in tubing. I just don't understand it. When you pay a lot of money, like, the bender's good, the bender works, and the bender's accurate and all that stuff, and it's doing what it's supposed to do, but when you pay a bunch of money for some software that says it's supposed to make your life so much easier, you would expect it to work, but apparently it doesn't work. So I'm waiting for a support to get back, but I'm leaving. I'm done. Because it's a bug or something. I don't know. And the thing calculated something wrong, so we changed it. Quote unquote fixed it. You're good to go. Shoved the bar in, and the first bend is like same as the last one. Like, literally, it came out exactly the same as the last one. And just as soon as you start putting the measurements on the bars, you kind of get the idea something ain't right, because your first measurement should be very close to your last measurement, other than the distance of what's called the clamping block that goes in here and it pinches on the pipe. is like 3 inches difference. But when you measure it all out and it's like 12 inches difference or 11 inches difference, you get the friggin' idea that like something ain't right. And I knew it didn't seem right, and I said to the guy, no, you know, it's not their dollar they're bending. And I'm not trying to knock them, I'm not trying to put them down, but because they're not physically here seeing what's going on and trying to work with what's going on. But at the same time, it's like, dude, how many other people have this issue? But that's probably why it takes like 2 hours for them to email you back a patch. But anyways, that's it. I'm out 10 days, something like that. It even color matched the firewall. I'm not sure if I showed that. I just painted it. I had a can of paint, so I painted it. I got the Terminator out, opened up. We discussed a couple options we want to do with a couple of things with the USB cable to make his life a little bit simpler as far as plugging in. But I will say, Holley definitely changed their braiding. It's nicer. They went to a smaller braid. It's definitely different. And then if you look at the crank sensor, like that has a totally different heat shield on it, much nicer than just the foil wrapped heat shield that they were doing. It was literally like tin foil they wrapped around that wire. So that's kind of nice to see. I haven't really laid it out yet or nothing, but it just looks like the branches, the overall size of the harness is smaller. I'm not sure what they did there. Obviously this braid's a little small. She's a little pregnant, but the overall size of it is nice. It looks like where they divide it off is different too, which is kind of nice because these were always like an issue where they divided these off. Not an issue, but some setups were a little bit tricky to kind of split everything and go wherever. So I'm kind of excited to see how this one works out. One thing I don't see. Oh no, it's in there. Yeah, there's the injector harness, there's the input output, the wideband. Okay, everything's in there. Freaking me out. I'm leaving to go on vacation. But anyway, I'm out. It's like 10 days, something like that. But when I get back, I will figure out this bender. I will bend this damn cage. We'll have pretty much everything to start Jesse's car. I ordered everything, even though I'm not going to be here. I have people that get the deliveries for me, so I should have pretty much everything to stick his car back together, or start sticking his car back together, building the turbo kit and stuff like that. But anyways, I appreciate you watching. Thumbs up, subscribe, hit the bell to be notified, leave me a comment. Have a good day.